output, or even the vision that you get, the utility that you get from the Yisun Jin with long-range nukes. Valentina needs to get up close and personal, that's what I feel like. But when it comes to like Farsa, Yi, and the Zetian, when you have so much range, that means that you can maximize the strength of a Yisun Jin.
Yeah. Which again, range, like, they could have gotten through to it, but it's just too much of a front line. TLPH were able to just stiff on them completely, and once they got to mid-game, and those frontliners could absorb a little bit of damage, there was no way for Valentina or YSS to ever even get through.
Farsa should be the pick here for ONIC, I feel like. Yisun Jin Farsa in this scenario would be good, especially because most of the heroes that you are looking for, like Yi, counter it, is already taken out.
At this point, maybe you just ignore the Valentina completely. Go for the Cho instead. Keep themselves, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been plenty of jungle picks possible. I don't think they need to pigeonhole themselves into a YSS or something of that nature, right?
I guess. And also that means that Team Liquid will think about their jungle choices as well. Now, I do feel like either the Hylos or a Grok will be good here for Team Liquid. Both are super good. And I think they have to pick the JP hero now. The reason for the Grok is that it can easily cancel the Farsa. It's just a good laner. Reason for the Hylos is you can also be a problem for the Farsa, but also you are not a valid kick target, unlike in the previous game. So Yisun Jin is going to be the other choice as well. And the ONIC will, hopefully, they do answer with the Lancelot.
Peace shall reign.
What's that?
Louis. Early Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of feel like
wow.
I think it is still pretty good. If JP is able to zone out away this Farsa, making sure that the Farsa does not disrupt her, I think it should be fine. So now with the first 3 picks have been done by both teams here, Wolf, run us through about this draft, because we did talk about the Cho and a Farsa now in the hand of ONIC. With that Leomord, how does the draft look like for ONIC?
The Leomord tells us that they want to go for the fighters because they are quite scared of this, the airline support, the airborne or the air force coming out from the Louis, wherein you just
force the air.
Force the air.
You just teleport this Sora to anywhere in the map, maybe the back row to kind of disrupt the formation of ONIC, and then all of a sudden you don't have any good kick target anymore because your backlines you have to protect as the Cho. Leomord also makes it so that you have a lot of damage with the Cho. So for example, you go for a kick, maybe if the Farsa's ultimate is not there, you still have a source of damage. However, this could easily be answered by Team Liquid with maybe a Terizla onto Sandford or maybe a Glue.
I think ONIC right now, this time they have the range, right? And I think you could keep it that way. I'm looking at gold lane. With the Leomord, do you think we fully commit to fighters? Do we see something maybe like a Freya Gold here? Something of that nature, and then with the XP, and it's kind of just everyone protect Farsa so that the Louis can't get to the back end. And Leomord can also just be your big damage dealer.
Especially because there's the Louis and would really support that. They're facing up against the Louis. Their gold laners should be self-sufficient.
I think definitely Freya, something of that nature. For EXP lane, I don't know, do you go full bulk, or do you maybe pick up something like the Lapu that can still do a little bit of damage? Maybe something, so wait, we have Lapu, we saw Yuzong's banned out, so no Yuzong.
Alice maybe. Maybe this is the game where you can say Alice, but yeah, I do agree with the Lapu because...
But you don't want to give it over to TL here, right?
Don't want to give it to TL, that's what I'm also getting at. Especially because you're running the Farsa. So Freya or Lapu, the 2 heroes that can be picked up here, they pick up with Uranus.
Something that I do have to say was that I was looking at ONIC to see if they were going to take the Terizla, because fun fact, in case people don't know, there's a special interaction, Terizla as well as the Louis, where you can stop the teleportation with the penalty zone.
So because you
you pull them so they don't teleport.
That Uranus kind of hit them in the end, the Trex. This is such a bad 4th pick for ONIC in a way that it gave a very good hero for Sanford to utilize. Now, I think you're just left with the Freya here, or maybe a carry if they're, okay, yeah, the Freya. See, if they pick up the Freya first,
then they leave options.
Oh no, yeah.
Or at least if you're gonna go EXP lane first, you take the Lapu, right?
Right.
Or even like Hilt, like anything, you steal something away.
Not gonna lie, I was even thinking if Skylar was gonna entertain the idea of picking up a Lunox, because they used that before to go up against tanky lineups like the Hilda. So, any last thoughts about the draft here, Wolf?
watch out for the teleport, the Sora play.
ONIC needs to be aggressive. I think at this point you have a draft that can do it. Get in their face and push back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to jump into the second game. It's going to be Expanding Rivers. And now, gentlemen, Naisu, Leo, as well as Mirko, get ready because game number 2 is here.
Thank you so much to the panel to break down our draft here for game number 2. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the land of Dawn. It's me, Naisu, Leo, and Mirko. And we're after a heated one-sided match for Team Liquid Philippines. I don't know about this draft, gentlemen. Is this what ONIC Indonesia needed?
It's not about what they need, it's about what they're comfortable with. At least, despite all the weird flexes and the odd order of the draft, as noted by our analysts on the panel, I think they're comfortable because look at how aggressive they are. Look at how fast and how forward they're being from lane to lane. Even Lutfi, even at a third of his health, I think he should be fine. This is still a Uranus.
You know, I think one thing that they have to go ahead and adjust is making this, for example, the Uranus pick, like they said, Red 4 being brought up, that could be playing a part in here. Some of the drafting patterns or choices, I feel like, is one of the biggest things the panel is trying to highlight here. So we'll have to see if ONIC decides to go ahead and utilize that, specifically even this gold lane fray in the hands of Skylar here. Yes, he's running that Warcry emblem as we take a look at the emblems here specifically. But, you know, even that flexibility to go ahead and switch things up with that priority Sora like we saw, you know, once played in the XP lane, now in the hands of Oheb here, he does still have that temporal reign. He's got a little bit of vitality and that Festival of Blood. So his trading is going to be pretty good against Skylar. And then if they're able to build up that lead like we saw them do in game 1, that's where things could get a little scary for ONIC.
This matchup, though, right, in the gold lane, Sora versus Freya. We've seen Freya as a way to counter the Claude, but against the Sora, I think it comes down to just clearing out the waves and rotating. Whoever manages to rotate and to get the activeness earlier is the one who actually wins out in the matchup. But you can already see Oheb doing a much better job rotating straight after that wave to cut, and he's going to have a bit of a tempo advantage.
What happened to our game? It's the gold lane that's doing these proxying this early in the game. Turtle spawned, upper quarter, JP pushes out these 3, spacing them out. Mount Shocker coming in.
And for the Wave of Spider, now it's going to be Kyrie still able to dodge away with a Shadow Stamp. Or the, oh my god, damage on JP was actually quite big. Wow, Reggie from Carl still winning it. Lutfi still able to walk in forward though, but that's first blood for Sanford as Lutfi falls as well. It's a double to CC immune.
Man, oh man, and Skylar, he should be able to get away. Oh, he's dragged back.
One more! Regen! Oh my god, Skylar gets away with the help of the regen tap. But look at this diversion just to send him back to gold, and look at the instant conversion of gold.
I guess that's being a Valkyrie right there, man. I'm so surprised Skylar survived that, but still, that's only one problem. All that double kill for Sanford, and now an objective under the belt of TL.
You might be scratching your head why Skylar gets extra shields when he procs abilities, and I think Sanji did throw out a basic attack, thought it was going to be enough.
And wait, hold on for the airstrike. Untargetable Oheb though, just flies away. But this is why I was shaking my head to Wolf, just saying it's over when I saw the Leomord pick. We were both expecting Lancelot, but they went Leomord. Like, sure, Leomord has been great, but it's so not Kyrie.
Hasn't that been the question even back in their previous games at the Swiss stage where we were like, man, you know, the Lancelot was left open, and it's like, why
they don't like
don't they not want to play it?
ONIC hate Lancelot. I don't know why though.
You know, that was at the time to be comfortable and have preferences because you need to evolve with the metagame. Team Liquid, even they did it.
Yeah, they did it. The Leomord has done pretty well, especially when we got to see the glimpses of it yesterday, but for some reason, ONIC just isn't able to go ahead and get the lead that, you know, some teams and some viewers that have been watching ONIC for a while are used to seeing them have, and there's been a constant kind of struggle for making them or showcasing the compositions they bring to these matches and then making them work. And right now, as the turtle comes up in about 10 seconds, I feel like they're going to have to figure something out, some way to utilize Keyboy specifically, like we saw JP in the previous game, to potentially get a setup going on with Sansa's damage with the Feathered Airstrike.
Step by step, number 1, make use of the dead lane. Know that Lutfi is going to be fine. Don't bother with it. Step 2, is find a way to get Kyrie good with the Leomord. Getting over here.
Wait.
Phantom Steed.
Wait, the Dragon, JP was able to actually escape for a bit. Lippy picking up the kill. Keyboy able to flicker on the safety, but look at the damage on Skylar now from the Sora. Carl picking up the turtle. Lippy with a chase.
They deny the deep trenches from Carl Teasy. Liquid helps him off camera. Sans finds Oheb. They're not done with Lutpi. Where are they going with the diversion?
Straight into the mid bush.
Okay.
P bought so much time.
Wow. Okay. Again, this is just like we saw in Game 1, where there's multiple fights happening across the map, and even more so with Aloyi in play here. Okay, able to get away, just barely. Skylar there, getting away with his life. Oracle now picked up here for Lutpi.
A jump scare moment.
A little jump scare, but this might be he's actually gonna be able to get this turn down. He should be able to. Yeah. Wow.
Turret aggro there. It's okay. I think he should still be able to escape. Mountain Shock coming down as well, but he's on Consecration. Now with the ultimate, never mind. Oheb fisting him down.
That's Thunder form for you. Bottom lane opened up for ONIC ID, so they could get some farm now on Skylar. It's not like he's in trouble, actually.
Yeah.
He hasn't died, and the map isn't exactly bearing down on him. They go for the swap. A minute until the turtle spawns. Again, looking at Keyboy, I think that's a good step. Whatever happened in the turtle, save for the part where Carlton still got it.
Yeah.
Find a way to use that kind of approach.
That's what I'm saying. You know, step one, step two. Sans had the damage there, but JP did flicker out. That's how he was able to kind of like avoid that a little bit, but then he eventually died anyway. There's a setup in the mid.
Oh, Sans brought back to the team. Instant damage from the in-air reaction. Keyboy really looking for the play, but he gets bonked, and then Oheb comes in and smacks him.
Man, that can't feel good. You know, you're getting yin-yang reaction thrown around. You're getting torrented around. At the end of the day, you just want to be able to play. And right now, this composition, here's a diversion.
They collapse onto Kyrie. He's fine. Dashes out of there. And they go for the tier 1 in mid. Sure, take your win in the bottom lane. Oheb's back to reclaim it, but the map is gone once again. It's looking like it's all Liquid.
Yeah, it just feels so lost for ONIC. They're late to the rotations. When they do get the rotations, they don't know what to do. And now it's Keyboy trying his best. Sanford with the Brave Spider again. Gets kicked out of the way of the Dragon. Now it's going to be the all-in with the Phantom Steed as well. Over on Sanford. He's still buying so much time. Reject away. Oh my god! Sanford still surviving. What the hell?
The bravest fighter keeps him up. The Landshaker sends away 4, and Carl Deasy secures a turtle. Down goes Sans. Keyboy gets away with 1 HP. It's all Liquid now. 4K up.
How many times do we have to see Sanford pull something like that off, especially on this hero, the Lapu Lapu? He does it again, surviving amidst it all.
Oh my god.
This right here is fresh hunting grounds,
Yeah.
and the apex predator is hungry.
This guy really makes me want to curse, like,
In a good way.
curse the team, not
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boy.
Uh-oh.
Gets away the Dragon, but there's just no damage, right? Oheb takes him back to the team, and it's straight into the Mountain Shock, and now with the Phantom Steed as well. Kyrie trying to look for damage, but JP inside of the bush will not take any damage.
Shell didn't even need to flicker. He knew he was going to survive. Torrent form gave him the extra HP.
That Festival of Blood, being able to go ahead and heal back up, and that was about of a good setup that you could expect from ONIC. I mean, they made the play, they went for it, they had the damage, but unfortunately, they're not scaled up the way they need to be. Again, this is a gold lead that has been built up, especially in the last couple minutes or so. It's now ballooned nearly 5,000 gold, which is just right on time for this lore to come up. There's the Chastised Pauldrons, too, now in the hands of Sanford.
Chef's kiss. You did say there is some damage for ONIC.
Yeah.
But for that to be completely shut down and neutralized, Sanford picks up the Chastised Pauldron. So all the more there is going to be little damage. You're looking at Skylar to scale up. Kyrie maybe some way, somehow, if he gets the stacks, not going to happen anymore.
And that just says they're relying on their fancy footwork.
At least for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, this is tough because even more so does Sans have to be on point with the Fendered Airstrike into this objective. Lord's going to be up here shortly, and look at the play up here. Diversion's going to be used.
Yep.
Relocating TL to this side of the map. They're ready to go ahead and start the objective here in just a bit. Once things get situated, and Carl Teasy makes his way again. Expanding rivers, fast rotations here. ONIC knows what's up, and they'll also get in position. Despite being down this much, it looks like they do want to contest if they can.
Oh man, taking a lot of damage there. Oheb will be walking up, forcing the flicker out from Sans before he can actually get the CC down. And that's a big gun from Mr. Goat.
Rush control totally in Liquid's favor, holding down that Y brush while playing with the nearby lane. And they do get the kick, finding Sanford. They answer with all of the ults that they got, yet he still stands!
Yeah, there's no way you can kill him. That's CC immune. JP now caught in the midst of it all. He doesn't die. Oheb goes in again, this time on Keyboy! And he takes him out! Oheb on a killing spree. JP regenning in the bush again. ONIC have no answers.
What can you do against Sanford? Even when you get the setup right, he doesn't die. And now off of it, Loopy gives the information. They're going for the Lord here. But there's just nothing that can be done unless... Nope, Lord already secured. They're going for more.
Oh man, Kyrie with the Phantom Steed now jumps in, but look at that CC immunity in the air. Oheb. Skylar can only just look for a trade up top, and really, for Liquid, they're taking a chill pill at this point. They're not even going for the diversions aggressively anymore.
They are putting their hands up while they're stepping on ONIC's neck, literally. To be fair, they are less aggressive in taking these buffs, these camps, so they're not attacking the economy, but what they are attacking is ONIC's propensity to fight back. And I'm pretty sure this is getting into the mental of the Sky Kings. Again, if you get at the match point, that's literally every game is a must win. Now is a must defend situation. They're going up against the Lord, pushing down bottom, and I'm looking at a situation wherein these Holy Shields pop.
Yeah. Yep. Holy Shield up top just popped. Working on this tier 2 in the mid. They do hold that Lord there, so they're going to try to hold on to the mid and bottom if they can. They do have good clear. They'll go ahead and clear this out. A diversion used here. And this is the thing, man. It is more so on the mental state. I feel like with ONIC right now, they're kind of scrambling. I mean, even the way that they're approaching some of these fights, again, you got to think how many times do you actually get that setup your composition is supposed to allow you to do, and not capitalizing now, what, 2-3 times in this game, you start to think, is that the play? Like, who are we going to lock down? If they can't get to Sanji, who is? Because if you can, maybe if you can find Oheb and kick him, because you don't want to go for Sanford anymore.
There was moments in game 1 wherein the shoe is on the other foot. It's Keyboy on the Hilda, and the same thing happened.
Yeah.
So I think it's less of what they're playing with and more of how they're playing it. At this point, you can't cry over, oh, we picked the wrong heroes.
Yeah.
You're deep in. You're 12 minutes in. Lord spawning in a minute.
Got to use what you got.
I love how the game has evolved, wherein XP lane and gold lane can just share the same things. They can just do the same things. And you're seeing a Winter Crown almost on Oheb.
Yeah.
That's it, all the more. Everybody's just going to be really hard to kill.
Yeah, and you already have the Queen's Wing, so I think even for Sanford, he's already immortal. He doesn't need a double on that, right? No need for the immortality.
There's nothing ONIC can do for at least the next 8 minutes that can kill Sanford.
Yeah,
man.
Doesn't need too much anyway, because again, it's just been his mechanic skills that have pretty much kept him alive. And so, you know, for ONIC, as they kind of get ready for this next Lord, because it seems like they're also just going to kind of calm down, get what they can. In terms of items here, you can see the concealed now being swapped in. Now Keyboy's got that. So they are going to most likely try to make an attempt here, a play with the concealed, the kick, and it's just about target acquisition here, like we mentioned. Oh, Keyboy, you can already see him, on this side of the jungle too. It's going to be spotted out though.
It's a good angle, but it's the wrong person you're tracking.
Yeah. So Lord up, fighting for position here now for this Lord take. Carl Teasy will start it up, but with ONIC in tow, they'll go ahead and get ready to fight this Keyboy.
Able to play, able to find the G. No one's Carl Teasy with a Village Dragon as well. Skylar walks up and Keyboy gets the pick on the goat. That was the damage coming through, and Sanford just slicing them.
2 for 1 currently as ONIC are thinking, should we stay, should we go? Kyrie dancing around, bumps into JP. JP very low.
Yeah, Kai bonked around, still trying to go for more damage. Is able to kind of away, but Sanford takes him down, picks up the mega kill as Oheb walks into the mid lane, and now goes for the chase on the Sans, forcing the flicker out, and now it's Lutpi who's trying to buy time for the airstrike coming down on him with the stun as well, but Oheb goes to the skies and goes back onto Lutpi. Now with the help of the Bravest Fighter in through the consecration. They swing him down, but Lutpi's able to flicker out.
They're buying time. Sans joins the tag team battle, and the Lord has gone ahead and scaled up here. 14 minutes, still standing. Purple in jeopardy. Carl Teasy is a respawn too.
Everybody's pretty much going to reset after that, but man, give it up to Keyboy. He found the target he needed to find, and still yet, they weren't able to secure the Lord just yet. So we come back to where we just were. Now, if Keyboy can do that again, he doesn't have the flicker this time, though, so that is a bit of a loss here. Oh, hold on. Whoa, kick already used.
San's able to cut away there from the stun of the bravest fighter. Now it's going to be Skylar in the back line going in all the way onto Carl T. No, it's Sanji actually. He gets the kill back, but he's going to be dead as well. Oheb finding the trade. Look, taken down by Oheb. But Keyboy did the same to Sanford now. It's a 3v3.
Oh, Liquid taken away from home court as Carl Teasy in the midst of the chaos secures the Lord. He finds Keyboy, serves up a kill to the GOAT. He's feeling himself.
ONIC is fighting. They're going for these fights. They're trying to turn it around, but man, TL right now just has the upper hand. A Phantom Steed thrown out to go ahead and clear out this lane, but the Lord is the problem. As ONIC waits for everyone to be up for this defense. Once again, TL finds themselves with a lead to work with as they approach the base in game 2 of this best of 5. Potentially knocking down these base turrets of ONIC unless somehow they're able to turn it around in this game. We've seen it before, teams turning around at big gold deficits. Can they keep it together here? The mid turret's gonna go down as that Lord charges in.
Uh-oh.
And a full force of ONIC on the defense here.
Yep, good for the airstrike to zone him away, but position that Team Liquid have right now, it's like they don't really care for the team fight. They can just go for the slow build-up again, wait for the next neutral objective to spawn in, and then take ONIC into deep waters.
And what's troublesome for ONIC is Liquid are playing with both mid and long-range heroes.
Yep.
You have Sanji, you have Carl Teasy, and then if things get worse, you want to play in the paint, you have the Sora and the Lapu Lapu. So the only real solution for ONIC is a pickup. That's the only way that Lord was delayed. The second Lord could have been theirs. It's just, I don't blame them. I don't blame ONIC because that was their one chance. That was their one try. Oh my God, Lutfi here gets caught out. Tail end of the bravest fighter, and they get him. Oheb.
Oh no.
Diversion into the midst of it. Oh, Keyboy trying to go for the way the dragon cannot find it. Sanford takes him down. And now with Lutfi and Keyboy down, they have a wave in the mid lane to play with, but they'll just go and play it safe. They go up top.
A surprise stampede from the chef. He cooked this one up. And ONIC ID in just a few moments might be cooked because it looks like Liquid are going for it.
Oheb in the back, Sanford popping Bravest Spider. Kyrie almost for the goal for the kill, but again out gets stunned out by Sanford. And he all in and he takes him down. Skylar in the mid. Whoa! He hits the wall! Looking for the kill. Desperate plays from ONIC, desperately trying to stay alive.
It's just the base left standing. Lutfi and Sans doing their last stand. They clear the wave.
They clear the wave, they stay in the game, but man, what is going on for ONIC? They still have to deal with a wave pushing down a bot with Carl Teasy. Does Team Liquid look to do any more than take these base turrets down?
Uh-oh.
Well, items being picked up here. Immortality for Keyboy as well. They're going to push it in.
Sanford, really looking for the play again. Every time it's up, he goes for the Bravest Fighter, dude. And it's crazy because I have never seen ONIC panic like this before.
Yeah.
They are usually composed in even the toughest situations, but something's gotten to them, bro. What was that?
And from one P-word to another, what is the plan? Usually when you draft a certain way and you end up in less than ideal situations, there is a game plan. But for now, ONIC, again, the best thing we can say is get a pick-off.
They're going for it.
Find one. And that's going to be a winner crown, the safety. Oh, it's okay.
Phantom Steed coming down from Kyrie. He's going to be stunned up again. JP still looking for the play right now as that's going to be Skylar in the backline taken down by Sanji. Sanford looking for it. Doesn't get the stun down. They're all trying to run away. Diversion from Sanji.
A surprise stampede from the back. Kyrie gets run over. Sans? Wings by wings? Oh, he can't take the base.
There's a cannon minion in the base. TL with ease. Take the series to match point.
Match point. You can't stop a cavalry coming through the diversion just when you think you've got the kick for the 5th or 6th time. It's all stopped in its tracks here. You can see just how disappointed right now ONIC is feeling with this, man, because match point.
Multiple times, the Loyi has given Liquid, this squad, multiple accolades. The surprise stampede, you never expect an 800-pound stallion in your closet. That's what ONIC woke up to today.
GG. I think at this point, after the panic we saw in game number 2, we know what's the outcome of game number 3 already.
Yeah.
Predetermined, Naisu.
It is, man. It's going to be a tough one here just with what they've got to work on because, again, you said it, man. They were shaken. They weren't playing their game, ONIC here. They were making mistakes throughout these team fights. And, you know, part of it, again, is it's mistakes because TL's just playing damn good, man. I mean, again, individually, they're able to go ahead and pull off crazy things like we saw from Sanford, but just as a team, making it all work. And that's what TL has been known for and why they're on that Golden Road adventure right now. We're going to be thrown over to the panel to break down game number 2 for us. Guys, what do you think?
Thank you again, gentlemen. And I kind of feel like 2 things that we do have to talk about. Number 1 is Liquid basically out-brawling ONIC. And now we need a one-on-one on how to untilt ourselves, because it does seem like for ONIC, even though they are known to be well composed, but there were some plays that we can definitely see that were a little bit desperate.
Yep.
Wait, LaFell Trex? Hey, who's this?
Sanford.
Sanford.
He ran
Why?
real quick.
Sanford, how are you?
CC Immune. I'm CC
This is
Immune.
Vanua.
This is Vinuya.
Oh, you look very handsome, by the way.
Thank
Nice
you.
suit.
I feel so good because I'm able to use my lapu-lapu in the grand stage, and it's unstoppable. It's hard to beat.
In the same place.
Yes, that's right.
When you won it at M4 the other day.
That's right. That's very true. It feels so good, man.
How do you get this height?
He's always been this tall. He just looks small on camera.
Ah, I see.
He just looks small on camera.
How are you at 2 places at the same time?
Again, I am CC Immune, so you may confuse me now. Right now, Sanford is playing, but this is CC Immune we're talking about.
CC Immune, I have one question for you.
Okay.
How's your vision?
It's so limited.
That's what he has his roamer for, to give him vision.
That's right. I'm relying on just your information, guys.
Okay, if that's the case, I want to ask you, how is it that you were targeted a few times, but you did not die? That was amazing on that Lapu.
I guess because there's not much magic damage that can come from the composition of ONIC that's ready enough to take me down. My 30% damage reduction from physical is just so good because I'm always hitting all my spells, and also because I'm the one to start the fights first before you're able to react, and you cannot deal damage to me.
This might just be the best player interview we've ever had, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So talkative, very well spoken. Normally you're so shy, and it's just surprising to see you like this.
Yeah, you can't be shy if you're winning like this, man.
That's true.
I just don't know whether he has a beard or not. Like from some angles, he looks clean shaven. Other angles, a bit of something here. But right now, we're going to be looking at the MVP by the official gaming phone, Realme. And it could go on to anyone because everyone from Liquid is looking amazing. And hey, you're the MVP. Congratulations, CC Immune. 6, 1, and 3. Not going to lie, I thought you would die more times there.
Yeah.
Getting kicked around.
It's mainly because of my itemization, right? We're going to see it's Queen Swings after the Oracle, which normally is not something, a build path that you would see in this game. And like I said, it's difficult to die if you're the one to start the fight. And I think that this is what us, Team Liquid, have done in this particular game. We start the fight first before ONIC is able to set up and actually activate themselves.
No, see, that's the funny thing because you were quick twice. Right, Keyboy kicked you into 5 men.
Yeah.
Like, personally for me, if we're talking about tilt, right? If I have my entire team, if my roamer had a good kick, and we still cannot kill this guy,
Get tilted.
not gonna lie, I'm ready to surrender.
Yeah. I'm sorry, by the way, I have to go back to our...
Hey, no, it's okay, Trex.
What's about to come up here?
Yeah, Trex, run us through this on Sanford's greatness while we let CC Immune go back to his camp.
I mean, Sanford is... The guy's just a monster. I think the moment we're finally seeing him in peak 40 mode, this is his season. We came into this event knowing that with these heroes he was going to shine. And the moment I saw that, what was it, top tier 2? The flicker back,
Yeah.
Earthshaker to dodging to the left and right. I mean, he's locked in right now. And I think this just speaks the story completely for this match because honestly, no, I wasn't completely against the draft of ONIC. I think TLPH are just playing better right now.
Yeah. Especially...
40, just playing better.
Yeah, especially because of how they utilize this Louis. Feel like maybe if you're ONIC, the reason why you don't really want to fully commit to the kick is because you always like kind of feel like you always have to look over your shoulder where there could be a TP play, because that happens so many times. And I'm sure that if we look back into the game, we're gonna see how beautifully those teleports were coming out from the Louis, from Sanji himself, because this is what allowed Team Liquid to just keep on pressuring.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at the highlights just to see all the fights that really happened in that game. And I kind of feel like, again, as impressive as it is for Team Liquid, this is match point. And ONIC Indonesia, they are playing in home turf. So there's a lot of pressure for them on this one. And I believe the casters have said it, Trex has said it. Honestly, the draft, even if you're going to say, oh, what if they change this and that, it's really nitpicky at that point. The draft is okay. It's really all on the execution.
Yeah, I mean, because the reality is this. I remember Mirko saying that, you know, this isn't a Kyrie hero. But the thing is Leomord is the meta, and every other jungler has been able to make it their hero. So if you want to be a champion, you need to make whatever works your hero. And that's just the reality of the situation. And it feels like ONIC just isn't quite there, at least not against TLPH right now.
Yeah. See how much Team Liquid were going in and out and trying to zip in, zip out of the fight, starting to kite essentially on ONIC ID in here. Because the idea in order for you to get out of the zone of the Leomord is just to invite him into your box. And then what generally happens is that you see the Farsa onto the backlines that eventually now gets into trouble because ONIC ID are so conditioned into committing into the team fight. Then the teleport play happens and all of a sudden you lose control of the skirmish. And I think that's Team Liquid's MO in this game.
Gentlemen, here's the thing. As we're going to be looking at the items here, I feel like partly why it was so difficult for ONIC is that even if you discount the diversion, let's not even talk about the diversion, I would say the dive comes from many different directions. A dive, let's say from the left, Sanford, from the right, Oheb, and all of a sudden, a wild JP is on a Kyrie, and Carl Teasy is just looking for anyone that is overextending, right? So I kind of feel like a Team Liquid is just a moving a box, right? So no matter where ONIC is, while you're looking in front, someone's attacking you from the back.
I like it because normally when you set up your box, it's just you plant yourselves into that spot and you make sure that if your opponents get into that box, you take them out, right? And then when ONIC ID tries to get away from that box, hey, all of a sudden there's a box behind them. So I really like it.
It's a rectangle at that point.
It's a rectangle at that point. But now if you are ONIC, you're going to have more problems heading to game number 3 because now do you actually have to ban in the low yi? Because how difficult it was for you to play against it.
I feel like it's very difficult because if we're looking at things to ban, there's always something, right? You're like, okay, we're good, we already banned this, and then, oh wait, he can use that too, right? So I feel like that's part of the problem drafting against Team Liquid.
I mean, at this point, I don't know, I feel like I'm past the whole super deep analytical phase. I honestly believe that TLPH is just playing much cleaner right now. Their gameplay from micro to macro, and especially in micro right now, it's not even like they're out-mapping them completely. They're winning in straight up just brawly team fights, meeting them head to head, and their mechanics are just better overall. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, the picks have been nice, but ONIC had the Hilda and the YSS last game. They weren't able to pull it off in the mid. This time TL gets it, and they're able to slaughter with it, so...
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Personally for me, I feel like what ONIC needs to do, and it's very difficult to do, which is to win individually, right? Basically, like, whoever you're 1v1ing, you have to win, because I feel like once the mid-duel lost, it's on the side lanes. And then if the side lanes lost, what can Kyrie realistically do, right? Kyrie can come, help out neutralize the mid, but no matter what, whatever draft that you get, you just got to win that 1v1. The moment you lose, your entire team is out. So essentially you're saying, but like what I'm saying is, for you to be a good team,